wanted to talk just a little bit. One of the things that I find so remarkable about this session is the fact of the imagery that comes up. Do you remember any imagery, or do you feel comfortable speaking on any
No, I
of
do.
that?
I do, because it was really comforting.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of go through some intense memory, something you'd absolutely forgotten about, you hadn't thought about in years, and it'd pop in, which is a surprise. And it really is like watching the movie, only the movie is your life. So it's very familiar, obviously, but you're looking at it from a third-person perspective, which is really informative. But sometimes that's kind of intense, and it seems like after a real intense visualization, you would go to someplace really beautiful. It could be, I saw a lot of bodies of water, like a beautiful lake or an ocean, mountaintops and forests. Here, some of the Arizona imagery that I'm used to, that I find beautiful in the Red Rock country, I would go to those places. And I would spend a little time there, and it would kind of calm everything down, and then I could go into the next episode, basically, of resolution. So from what I understand, there's a lot of similarity in the imagery in terms of where people go. And I'm not familiar with the symbology, but
that's one of the reasons I wanted to talk about it. It doesn't matter what walk of life comes to the door to have the session. And of course you know, but I don't know if everybody knows, I've worked from homeless all the way up to Fortune 500 CEOs. The imagery is the same, which is very interesting. And do you have anything that you'd like to share?
Well, sure. I was really eager to read the book because I had experienced a deep session, and I really needed kind of a sense of how to explain what I had gone through and what was happening. And so, reading that after going through a deep was really terrific, because I then could kind of look at that and go, that's what that was. That's how that worked. It really did help me understand that. And it also helped me understand that my body was doing this.
Yes.
That this was a natural process. It can be kind of startling when you first experience it, because it's a very powerful experience. But kind of looking back, after and reading that, helped me explain to people what it was that I went through, and also helped me make the most of it, because I could go and think, not only did I resolve some things, but also I just had a sense of cohesiveness. That's not even the right word. It's where things all work together.
Sure.
And when I read alignment theory, that fit very well, because it really was an alignment of systems in your body. I've always been focused on health. I'm in the health field. And so as I started understanding the systems background, it made a lot of sense to me. I'm used to thinking about the muscular system and the endocrine system and so forth. This really explained a system that we don't talk about in healthcare very much, which is the system outside our body, which is affecting us all the time. But we're not aware of it, except when somebody goes, "Why are you bent over like that?" or "Why are you holding your chin like that?" or it really takes somebody who has a clear understanding of body work to notice all of that and go, "How did you get that way?"
Well, it's true. And one of the things I wanted to share, when you said, a lot of people, they'll come in the door, they'll go, "Oh, I don't want to do that. That's scary." It's not. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to, share that in the book, so people can realize it's not voodoo or mystical. It's something that the body is doing, regardless if you want to do it or not. Your body's doing it. So I would much rather personally have the light switch on, and know exactly what my body's doing, than just go, "Oh no, it's not happening." The fact that every single person that comes to the door, their bodies do this.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it with every single person if the body wasn't already doing it.
I think the fear comes from people are worried about facing their demons.
Yeah.
And the truth is, it's not like that. In fact, it's so fast, you really don't think about it. it really, and it's familiar because these are your memories, this is your life. No one else could have the same experience that you do. But it's fast. And I would have to say, if I had going through therapy over years or doing this in a few hours, I would do this in a few hours because it was very quick. The emotions were more detached because you're watching it as a third person, and the resolution was fast. So I think that was, for me, the power piece of this was that you really don't have a choice. You can't say, I'm going to think about this or that. Your body's just going to do it. Whatever's been sitting there in your unconscious waiting for you to deal with. Mm-hmm. You've been acting on those impulses, whether you knew it or not,
exactly,
for years. And so, being able to clean those out in a fairly fast and efficient manner was really attractive to me because, I've worked on those kinds of things. And as much as I thought I was aware of them, I was surprised at some of the images that came through and that I hadn't even thought about for a long time, that I thought were resolved, and yet I saw a piece that was sitting there hanging.
Well, and one of the things, it's nice, even if you have done a lot of work on yourself, which you have, it's like reading the book again. And the book of you should be one of the most important books out there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because every time you pick up a book and you look at something, you're going to get another message. You're going to get more insight out of it. And of course, with the notes that I give people, they read them over and over and get more and more. Well, this is definitely a nice little tool just to help you get through. And again, because I work on so many different people, that are, we get everybody here at Casa Plaza Resort from all over the world. And this is something you can take home and continue on with your process, understand yourself a little bit more. It's easy to find yourself, in doing this whole process. Thank you so much, Cyd. I really appreciate it.